So I've been learning piano recently, and I just hit a point where it's one of those, yes, I've made it to the next bit moments. I've been learning My Friend the Chocolate Cake songs. They've got a songbook you can learn from, and it's really cool the way I've been able to use it because the lyrics are mostly single note, and then the music underneath is all the chord stuff. So I've been avoiding chord stuff for now. I've just been learning single notes. The first song that I looked at was mostly just C, which was really useful because I could just get used to reading each note individually. Then I kind of grabbed where I started with C, did just the C notes, then added the Ds and added them in to get used to reading just each note. So I've learned most of the lyric bits. I've gotten quite used to reading the notes as they are. Thankfully, the Gossip song is literally just every key upwards, or downwards, sorry, from C to the next C. So it's literally... which was easy to learn and really easy to get used to. So, if you're a fan of My Friend the Chocolate Cake, I absolutely recommend this book. Even if you're not, it has those different. I found I can easily use those different levels, but it's probably easier if you have heard their songs before, because I'm reading it knowing what it sounds like. But then I've hit a point where I wanted to learn some Wiggles songs. And there was something recently, I think it might have been the Re-Wiggled thing, but somehow I found online the song I Love It When It Rains, but it was only in synesthesia. So I actually used it as an exercise to take what the synesthesia said and write it down as notes. Now this is completely disorganized because I don't know how to align the timing and the bars. But as I was playing it, I realized how similar it is to a My Friend the Chocolate Cake song. So there's a bit in, I think it's called The Romp, that goes, or it might be My Friend the Chocolate Cake. It's one of the purely musical songs where it just goes... And I've gotten really used to, when I just come to the piano out of habit, because I've basically put it where it's always on my mind. I have ADHD and OCD, so I found I build habits really easily. If I put things where the instant I see them, I'm just going to want to do them. So I've got to put everything in a seeable spot. But I've gotten really used to just kind of looking past the piano and going... And so I've gotten really used to starting songs on C or D. This I Love It When It Rains song also starts on D and kind of goes through the same notes. So it's D, E, F sharp, A. Yeah, so I'm kind of impressed that one of my two favorite bands, the songs that I'm learning and finding they're easy to learn, are also easy to learn on pattern recognition. Because I can take literally the combinations that I've learned in the previous song, and they just happen to fit into the next song. I know there's a whole thing around, every song has the same chords, but the trick is I'm not necessarily learning chords, I'm just following lyrical notes. And it's interesting to find that if I look hard enough, I'm going to find the same little patterns in things. And I'm sure every musician out there is going, well, yeah, that's how music works. But it's really cool to me, the first two songs where I've learned a full string of notes have been a very similar up and down. And something else I found, and I wonder whether there's anything more to this than just, I've heard these songs before, but I've seen my sisters learn piano when they were younger, and we'd always note that as much as they were reading the sheets and whatnot, they would often just get stuck on something and then go, nah, that doesn't sound right. And I find myself doing the same thing. So it's I got to the end of it where it was... man. Yes. And that's, you can see me even doing the X. I'm like, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. But the thing that I noticed was the bit where it goes... I've lost it now. No, that's the wrong chords. So I'm now playing F sharp on that last bit, so it's D, D, E. But initially, I had written down, because I copied this through Synthesia, that it was... And every time I did that on this note here, I just went... Nope. Nope. And I sat there for about 5 minutes going, that doesn't sound right. But that's what it says, but that doesn't sound right. And I'd written down earlier, all Fs are F sharp, because all the other ones were. And I suddenly just hit it by accident and went, that sounds so much better. And then it suddenly made sense to me. But the fact that I was sitting there for 5 minutes going, that doesn't sound right. I don't know. There's just a part of me that goes, this creative art stuff might be easier for people who just have that, because I don't think I've got any sort of what's the note recognition thing, but I do suspect the fact that my sisters would also do that there's just something there that makes it semi easier for some people to pick up, or just I just know what it sounds like, so I know the difference. But I don't know, it's just a curiosity, you know, that nature versus nurture thing. Yeah, just been practicing piano, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. I feel like when anyone tries a new activity, you shouldn't worry about how difficult it is. You shouldn't worry about how easy it is, despite the fact that you shouldn't worry about where you're at or how difficult it is, or just try and get to the next point where you can go, aha, I did that next step of it. So you can, to the point where you can go, and even when you stuff it up, go, no, I know this.